This is More Than an Athlete with Izzy and Kempy.
Brought to you by Tremaine Real Estate, bringing people and property together in our communities.
Yes, here we go. Our first More Than an Athlete episode for 2023. You know him well on the field, the sparkling step, twinkly toes, elite execution of the gun. First five, that is Richie Mo'unga. But Richie has a big heart, and tomorrow off the field, the whole Crusaders organisation are putting rugby to the side to do something very important for their community. Led by Academy Manager Aaron Webb, the Crusaders will embark on the long run, which will start from 6 a.m. and will run a baton 153 times around Rugby and Malvern Park. The number represents 153 Kiwi kids who are diagnosed with cancer in Aotearoa each year. And while partnering with Child Cancer Foundation, this community event will raise some much-needed funds for the great cause. Richie Mo is with us on the line now, mid-pre-season grind. Morning, Richie. How you doing, bud?
Morning, brothers. Morning, Daggy.
Morning.
Yes. Great to have you on the show. Just quickly, mate, tomorrow's a big day, and I've seen you back in it. You're obviously a huge advocate for child cancer. And before we get on to what you were able to raise through that great horse, Mo'unga, tomorrow, mate, tell us what it entails.
Yeah, so the Crusaders and Child Cancer Foundation have teamed up, led by our Academy Manager, Aaron Webb, who will run 153 laps around Melbourne and Rugby Park, as you said, to represent 153 kids diagnosed every year, Kiwi kids with cancer. So it's just an awesome opportunity for the community, the Crusader boys, Child Cancer Foundation to get together and to support an awesome cause. You know, kids are very special to us, and those with kids, we know how much we love to protect our children. Anything we'll do for them, so it's an awesome chance for us to get behind and support Child Cancer Foundation and the awesome work that they do every year to help families, support them one-on-one, emotionally, practical, financial support every step of the way. So I think it's an awesome cause, and if you can, text Crusaders to 3457 to donate $3. It will be a huge help.
2457. That's the number.
3457. Yep.
It's on its way. It's on its way, Richie. Hey, morning, Bo. Nice to talk to you, mate. How special is that man, Webby?
He's a special character, man. He hasn't played for the Crusaders, but been in the Crusaders environment. He epitomises what we stand for, what we want to do as people and as a team. All those values he shows every day, and to be a leader of an awesome academy that we have here in Crusaders, he's leading the way and showing us, how to lead and what it meant to be a Crusader on and off the field.
He's an absolute champion, Webby. He obviously completed a hell of a day. 12 hours, I think it was, running around Rugby Park and Malvern Park last year. So this ain't his first time. But you're a Christchurch lad. Can you explain why having such a deep connection with the community and being more than a rugby team is so important to Canterbury and the Crusaders?
Yeah, bro. I'm from Christchurch, so I bleed red and black. And even from an early age, I felt that connection with the team, the Crusaders, without even playing for them, because of the work they've done in the community, because what they stand for as a team. You can see that the last 10, 20 minutes on the field, what they're able to do, and the care that they're able to show for each other. And for us as Crusaders now, we want that to continue. We want that legacy to continue. So we're just more than a rugby team. We want to reach out to people, have that connection with community. But we have the chance and we have the ability to make a difference off the field. And I think that's a really important thing that we have to do and continue to do as Crusaders.
Yeah, man, that's dead right, Richie. I was looking at the Crusaders page this morning. What a fantastic cause we started last year, and you guys all following that up this year. This isn't the first time, though, that you've supported child cancer and the foundation. And just remind us of that journey with Mo'unga, the racehorse, mate, and what you did as far as providing some much important funds for that great cause as well.
Yeah, for me, having been an ambassador for Child Cancer Foundation is an awesome way for me to be out in the community and to show love to kids. Dad, I'm an uncle of about 15, and even when I was a kid, I was surrounded by kids. So my love for kids is huge. And I was able to have a chance to be part of an awesome horse, Mo'unga, and have 10% share in that, and sort of any race that won, any money that made, 10% would go to Child Cancer Foundation, which was, people say, that's huge, that's awesome work, but for me, it's nothing, Child Cancer Foundation, they need to raise at least $6 million a year to provide, their vital support services. So, when you see and you go into Chalk and the foundation and hospitals and see the work that they actually do, that's when it becomes clear that the support is needed. And it's thanks to Kiwis every year and their big hearts and their donations that a foundation like this can keep running and giving awesome support to the kids of New Zealand.
Well, no one's got a bigger heart than yourself, Richie. You're an absolute champion man, and Mo'unga won $2.8 million in prize money, so $280,000 will be going to Child Cancer Foundation and has gone to Child Cancer Foundation. So when you think of that number, obviously $6 million is a huge number, but you must be extremely proud to be able to just give your little 10% here and there. And can you just give us a little inkling of what that money will go towards to help these families and these parents and these kids, what they're going through?
Yeah, so when kids are diagnosed with cancer and they come through Child Cancer Foundation, it's ensuring that parents are able to come and support their children and see their kid or their child go through what they need to go through, but being there with them every step of the way. As I said, it's emotional support. It's making sure that they have family members being able to be here, and when they are here, that they've been housed and they have a roof over their head. As we know, the children go through a heck of a lot, but their family members do as well. And it's making sure that we look after their family members and let them then do things outside, taking their kids out, whether it's taking them mini golf or things that they're able to do. It's just a huge thing that Child Cancer Foundation put huge emphasis on, and making sure that families are there to support, and they take them away and they can bring them back, and everyone sort of feels that love, especially the children.
Oh, mate, you're putting smiles on people's faces, and another way you do that is the way you play, and you're well into a pre-season. The other day I saw you doing a Bronco. Yes, you're on your hands and knees, but you still could breathe, mate. How was the Bronco? What were the numbers?
Oh, man, it was tough, bro. It was grueling. It's something, as you know, Diggy, you can train as much as you want for it, but come Bronco day, come the morning of a Bronco, there's butterflies in your stomach, thoughts racing through your head, your heart's racing, and it's just something you just don't like, but you got to get through it. And, I'm not, maybe you probably did one or two, maybe, throughout your whole career.
Calm down. I did plenty, mate. But as I got on, I had a thorn knee, so I had to pull out of. What'd you hit? What was your number?
I got 435 for my Bronco.
Ooh, that's a pass.
Which was like, man, that over the time, and I was like, man, that's pretty hissing. That's not bad. And then when you hear, and then when you hear of Damien and Geordie Barrett get 420, you're like, hell.
Is that hell or how?
It was both. It was hell.
That's gold. That's gold, mate.
That's it.
It was challenging, but obviously, as I just said, you got boys that are just flying. But all the boys are really fit. came back in good nick. So, it's a good foundation set. And as you know now, we sort of pick up rugby ball and start our skills, start our team training, 15 on 15, and just, I think it was yesterday, 30 days before the first game against Chiefs. So, still a bit of time, but a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, couple of new faces in the mix too, Richie. How's it looking? What's the team looking like down there?
Yeah, yesterday was our first day, so it's really getting to know some of the new lads. But as you know, Razor and the team, Scott Hansen and Tamati Allison have been putting on a good pre-season for the lads, and I think it's not getting too excited too early. There's a lot of time before first game, so working on little things of our game that will set us up well for a big season.
Yeah, the big season ahead. You're one that doesn't like to look too far ahead, but you got a big year. Just talk to us about that decision to head overseas. Would have been a difficult one. You're only a young fella, but you've got a beautiful young family that, I know you love so much. Was it a hard decision, mate?
It was tough, Daggy, as you know, I'm from Christchurch. I've been very blessed in not having to move much for footy or at all.
Yep.
So things are very, I'd say, comfortable for me here, being able to play for Crusaders and be aligned to Canterbury, and when I get the opportunity to put a black jersey on. So it works really well with my family here, my wife's family here. But just with the ages that my kids are at and where my family's at, I really think we're ready for another challenge, a different pace, things that will bring my family closer together and share a new journey, experiences, and also for my footy to see something different as I've been here in New Zealand for a little bit. I want to
Can I have a loan?
play Japanese rugby.
Or-
What was that, brother?
Can I have a loan or chances?
Well, hey, I'm not on the books yet, bro. But I'm not on the books yet. My mind, my heart, and my money was all here in New Zealand, so I can't let you say, bro.
Nice, Richie. Hey, Richie, you obviously come from a whānau too that supports rugby league. Was NRL ever across your radar?
Bro, I wanted to play league when I was in school. I had older brothers that played league, and I watched them play for, in the Christchurch comp here, and they did play a bit for Canterbury Bulls. But my brothers just were like, nah, you're not playing league. You're sticking to footy. You're going to go play first 15 and then carry on through to the Canterbury Crusaders. So they were the ones that sort of just kept me in rugby union, really, which I'm really grateful for them doing so.
You would have been a fantastic league player. Just quickly, the tackle height over in the north, you wouldn't have had a problem with that, with your height?
I wouldn't have a problem because I don't even make tackles, Daggy. I don't know if you. I hardly get a shoulder on, so I'm actually not too bad.
Oh, it'll be interesting, mate. Honestly, we appreciate your time. You're an absolute champion, and we love what you're doing for Child Cancer Foundation. And just quickly, tomorrow, Malvern Park, if you want to make a special donation, text Crusaders to 3457. 6 million a year they need to raise to help these beautiful kids and their families get through the difficult time. Richie Mo'unga, thank you so much, mate, and all the best for the year ahead.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, Kempy.
Cheers, mate.
There he is. He's a bloody good bloke. Love him to bits. And that was a part of our show that was brought to you by Tremaine Real Estate, bringing people and property together in our communities. It doesn't get any better than that. Richie Mo'unga,